All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts. Johnny here from ProCrafts. Let's do it. Let's start with our morning ritual now, which is going to be the YOLO shot. So here we go. We have 114 to play with today. So we're going to go with this. And we said we're going to pineapple press this thing, right? So we're going to go with, we are at, I think, 20 bucks in the 5 and 9. We are at 18 on the 6 and the 8. And we're going to be at, I think, 15 on the 10 and 20 on the 4. That was yesterday's money. We have a couple of bucks left here, $3 left. We can use that $3 on any craps. We can just burn it up out there. Not quite horn ready yet, but any craps is fine. And if you want to, we have a choice to make. We can just go ahead for one roll, or we can do the whole fallacy bullshit and wait for a 7 and then put our roll out there. I don't know. I've thought about doing that. Like, hey, let's play a little bit of gambler's fallacy. Let's see a 7 before we go. But no, we're going. We're going to go straight into it. One roll. We're at 114. Can we avoid big red for one shot? Please. Please. And we got a good one. We got a 10, a 6, 4, 10. That's fantastic, right? 15, $27 winner right there. That's awesome. Not 52, $27 winner. So we're going to lose the 3 from the horn. And our net here is going to be, what is this? We had 114 minus 3, 111 plus 27 is 130, 140. 140 exactly. That's stout, right? 140? No, 138. 138 for tomorrow. Awesome. That's really, really cool. We're getting there. We're going to get into meaningful numbers here pretty soon with the YOLO. So that was fun. That's good. I'll log that in right now. Actually, let's go log it in. Let me go log it in up here, so you all can see it. I think it's important that we're as transparent as can be. I got a lot of cool stuff to show you all today. Let me go here. Let's go here to this screen. Not that one, this one. We'll go here, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and we'll type that. I didn't type in yesterday's in front of you, but we'll type in today's in front of you. Plus. Let's go. So today we bet 114 bucks. We rolled a 10. Actually, yesterday we rolled a 10 too. The day before that, I think the day before that was something else. I think was it? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So today we won a net of not 27 because we lost the $3. So we won a net of $24 today. So our total is 138 going into tomorrow. Fantastic. Happy with that. And let's chat a little bit. I'm gonna go back to here and talk to you live for a minute. Whoa, get that light turned off. And I want to talk about the paycheck a little bit. There's a lot of things to talk about with Daily Paycheck. And I know it's been like top of mind for a long time about changes to the show and all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But today was another day where we had this really cool set of rolls at the very end to talk about. Yesterday, we had this set of rolls at the end that destroyed me, right? It was this awful, awful run that we had. And it crushed the bankroll, right? We were within spitting distance of showing a profit yesterday, and we stayed out too long. I wanted to give the strategy more rolls, and we got burned. We got burned in a bad, bad way, which was unfortunate. But it gave me a good set of rolls to talk to you about here with regards to streak betting, which I thought was really good. And by the way, streak betting, what a hot topic that is, right? Boy, you talk about, there are certain topics that we can bring up on our show. Streak betting, trend betting being one of them, come bets versus place bets being another one, math guy stuff, whatever. That brings people out of the woodwork to come talk about it, to come clap back and punch me in the face and blah, 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 blah. Streak betting and trend betting is one of those things. Our friend JB and I were going back. You should read the comment section from yesterday's video. It's great. We went back and forth quite a bit. It's so funny because I said, it came up yesterday. Like, what's the difference of a streak and a trend, right? And a trend is you betting on something you think is going to happen, right? For whatever reason, right? A trend could be happening in sports, right? Where a team is trending in a direction because of things, causality, injuries, momentum, whatever. The schedule's favorable. There's a trending snowball effect in some betting, right? There's no such thing in craps. There's no such thing in roulette. They're random games, right? We can try and create, a trend. We can try and create a variant with our throwing. That's a whole different discussion, right? But the game itself becomes random. And over the course of a billion rolls, you're going to be in random. And I think that we had a really good point raised yesterday by JB, which was, I'm looking at, don't pass winner. Don't pass, don't pass, don't pass, don't pass. That's my streak. 4 or 5 in a row, make the money. He says to me, and he's right, what if the trend you're looking for, what if the streak you're looking for is don't pass, don't pass, pass. Don't pass, don't pass, pass. If it's those 3 outcomes in a row, that's your streak. Or what if your streak is 4 passes and 2 don'ts? And then that repeats itself, right? You can find a streak or a pattern anywhere. And mathematically over time, that will happen. Pass, 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 don't pass, right? That six outcomes will happen as often as 3 don't pass in a rows happen, right? Over time, the patterns will emerge and they'll repeat. It's what are you looking for? What pattern are you trying to find? I told him, I said, I'm a dumbass. I'm a 54-year-old dude who just I don't want to think. To me, the last thing that happened is the easiest thing I can spot. I'm just going to bet what's coming, not try and do this complicated 3-level deep thing. But that's you watch roulette and you watch baccarat videos. That's what they're all saying. Wait for 2 blacks and then jump in and bet red. It's all bullshit, right? Honestly, dice have no memory. We all know this, right? There's no causality to what's about to happen. What you're looking to catch, if you can catch it, is a little run, right? And the way that you catch a run is to bet on something early and stick with what's happening, and the run will hopefully snowball on its own. That's all I'm hoping for. It's literally a shot in the dark, right? I streak bet, shot in the dark. You catch them, you win, you walk, you feel like a champion. If you don't catch it, you're same betting, you're flat, you're not getting hurt. That's kind of the way that I approach it. But it's funny how that topic just brings people together, either in chat here, yeah, you're all what's a great topic? Or later, guys go, wait a minute. What's the difference of betting the don't pass every time versus bouncing back and forth versus waiting for 3 things? There's no difference. Math don't care, dice don't care, time doesn't care. In the moment is when the thing is happening. So anyway, I don't have any more opinions on it besides that. Let's talk about the drawdown. The Butterberg. Butterberg right now is 2-1. We won $500 twice. We won it pretty easily. Today we won it. It took me a half an hour to get there, right? We had a couple of whacks we fought back from, and I made one bad decision. I was actually at paycheck 20 minutes in, and I elected to keep going, right? To get the extra, or I think what I did, I hedged off the 6 was the point too early. I should have waited a roll and then hedged it off. We would have been at paycheck. I did it one roll too early. Bad move. I didn't pull the other bets down. If I'd have pulled the bets down and hedged the 6 off, we'd have been fine. Brain fart in a moment. I didn't do it right. So we had to go back and do it again. And it worked out for us, right? We made a paycheck. Now, at the end of that thing, what happened was this. We got to paycheck. We were at 493 or whatever it was. And well, we had enough money that the point was a 6 or an 8. I think the point was 8. $300 on the don't. I made a $270 bet on the 8. Essentially saying we were at 465. So if the 7 comes, we're going to make another $30 on that bet. If the 8 comes, we're going to make an extra $10. So what? We're at paycheck. Let it roll out. And then I rolled 5 or 6 more rolls, and I'm like, oh God, of course, right? Of course, I pull the bets down, and then I go on finally a good little roll there, right? So it was, again, this is in the after show, or right for the after show. I want to look at those rolls. I'm going to pivot my show prep here, and I'm going to go and show you what happened, and we're gonna play the what if game. So you got to forgive me if this is a little bit clunky, but I want to play the what if game with you on what happened today, because I think it's an important object lesson in what could have been and what actually was, and how you might have made a different call. And I know hindsight's 20/20, but let's take a look at it. Okay, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go switch screens and pull up Crapsy. Now here is the make it a little bit bigger for you. Here's the bets that I had out there when all this happened. Okay, I had if you can see this, hopefully you can. I had $75 on the 4 and the 10. Okay, I had $100 on the 5, $30 on the 6, and 25 on the 9. What had happened was we had hit the 6 and the 9, and I drew them down. We Butterberged them back down. So here's what I had. I had 533 in the rack, right? Or 333 in the rack. And I had these bets out here. Now what I want to do is this. When I pulled all this down, I was left with 270 on the 8 and the $300 on the don't pass. And I pulled it all down, and we rolled the following rolls: 6, 9, 9, 9, 4, 6, 6, 10. That was the rolls that came after this. Like, oh my God, what in the world did I just do to myself? Let's play this out. I'm gonna put these bets back out here, okay? And I'm gonna reset my bankroll to 5,000. 5,000, there we go. And we're gonna put those same bets out there. And I want you to see, actually, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to, let's see. It doesn't really matter. Let's put it at 5,000. Let's put the bankroll even, oh my God, minus 5,333. Even 5K, I'm gonna replace the bets. And I'll show you what we did and what's gonna happen here. The 4 was at 75 bucks. The 10 was at 75 bucks. The 9 was at 25 bucks. The 5 was at 100 and the 6 was at 30. We had a $300 don't pass. Let me put this out here. $300 in the don't. I'm gonna roll an 8, so the point is 8. I'm gonna set this up for us the way that it was, okay? Let's do a 4-4. Doesn't matter what the 8 is. There's a 4-4-8. So now the point's 8. We're on the don't. And we go 270. We're gonna go with 270 on the 8. I did this to hedge it off. 250, 270. That was our setup. And what I did was I pulled the bets down. I pulled everything down except for the 8, okay? And we locked up our profit. We locked up what we had, okay? If we do that, we're gonna pull down everything but 270. We're gonna pull down whatever. Minus 5, what's 875 minus 570? It's 270 or 205, right? That's what it came down. 154 and 10, 250, 280, what it came down. Let's pretend we didn't do that. I want to look at what would have happened otherwise, okay? Let's take a look at what I actually did first. We're going to go from the $5,000 bankroll. I'm going to pull the bets down except for the 8 and roll the 7. I'm going to show you where we actually ended up, and then we're going to see what woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda happened. Let's pull everything down except for the 8. We're going to go with 270 on the 8. This is fun to do, and it's fun for me. Hope it's fun for you. 270 on the 8, and we rolled a 7.
No more bets. Dice are out, hands high.
Let's go from a 7 to 5, 2, 7. And here's what the net effect of this was.
7 out, line away.
The net effect was I had my paycheck and we locked up, as you can see, 30 bucks. 5,030. That was our net. Okay. My decision was to lock in $30. Okay. Let's do the what if. Let's go back out there. Let's catch another 8 point.
No more bets. Dice are out.
We'll do the exact same thing, but I'm going to do it this time a different way. 5, 4, 4, 8. And let's do it as though we had done the drawdown, kept the thing as we were going. Okay, let's put the bets back out there again. We'll do 75 on the 4. Whoop, not 5. 75. 75 on the 4. $100 on the 5. 75 on the 10. 25 here and 30 here. Let's do the actual rolls that came. I'm going to show them to you here. Here's the rolls. The rolls were 699. Can you see that over there? 6. Can I zoom that in? I can't. How about this? There we go. There's the rolls that happened. Let's put those rolls in and draw down the Butterberg like it would have been drawn down. Let's play it as though I never pulled the bets down and wasn't doing anything weird. So the 6 rolls, right? $30 6. Let's put that in.
No more bets.
Can I turn that stupid volume off?
Hands high.
Oh my God. 336. I gotta turn David's voice off. I love David, but can we have no game sounds, please? No game sounds. Nothing. There we go. All right, so the 6 comes. I would have raised the 6 to $48. Then the 9 comes. Okay, we'll roll a 9. 9 comes to 40. 9 will pay 35. I'm going to raise it to 40. 549. That's that 9 right there. I'm highlighting on the left-hand side. That goes to 40 bucks. The 9's going to roll again right here. This is going to be a big paycheck for us on the 9. We're going to love this. 549. Again, my other bets are out there. They're still high. We haven't drawn those bets down yet because we haven't hit them yet, right? The 549 comes, pays 56, as you know. G money, we go to 100 with it. Okay. The 9 rolls again, back to back to back, jack on the 9. We love that. All right, 5-4. We'll just make it up. Doesn't matter which combination it was. 5-4. Pays 140. G money special for me. I take that to 80 now. It goes to 80. And we start half pressing it from here on out, right? Then we catch a 4, which is great. The 4, 75 bucks. $314 for $75. And then we're going to catch 2 6s. And the 2 6s will both get, the first one we collect, the second one we half press. So $48 on the 6. Now we're here. Make it a 3-3. Again, it doesn't matter. 3-3-6. And again, I'm just playing this out without hedging off the 8, letting the rolls happen as they happen, trying to get the rest of these things to fall back down, right? There's the 6 again. Coming up here, one more 6. All right, that's a 3-3-6. And again, this time we'll half press it. So we're going to go from 48. We'll take it up to 66. We'll probably go to 66 with it. Yeah, let's press it up by 1, 2, 3. We'll do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go with the 6. Last number is a 10, and then we get to 7. And here's your, oh my God, we're missing out. We're missing out. There's a 10. I make it look like 25 bucks. Nice hit on the 10 there, by the way. Make it look like a quarter, pull it down, right? That one, Butterberg's down, and then we catch a 7 at the very end. Right? This is the total woulda, coulda, shoulda. I want you to see what the difference is, right? Right? I was out there going, damn it, I should be playing, we should be on this thing, right? What's the net effect of all this? Right? Pull it down. Right? 650 versus 30. Okay, so if I just left the bets out there as they were, drawing down the 4, drawing down the 10, drawing down the 5, or the 9 G moneying, right? Ends up being a $620 difference. Not bad, right? Not bad, but it's not like life-changingly good, right? It's good, but it's not amazingly good. Let's go back and reset it again. I'm gonna do it one other way and show you what else I was thinking about doing. And again, I think reanalyzing what you had out there and saying, how could I have played it better or differently? Would we have been? So let's reset the 8. Let's put our don't pass bet back. 1, 2, 3 on the don't. Oh crap. I'm gonna do. Sorry, I should have put the don't pass out there. Let me hit the 8 here, and then I'll put the don't pass bet back. Sorry, this is going kind of slow, but Crapsy is not in turbo mode. All right, here we go. 300 bucks in the don't. 1, 2, 3 on a don't. We'll halt the betting. And here's the other. Again, this is option 2 that I was in a moment out there thinking about doing. Get the 8 set. Let us do. Maybe I'll go to turbo mode. I think turbo mode might help us out here. Can I do that? Turbo mode. That'll be a little quicker. All right, let's get the 4 and the 10. Whoop. How do I get out of that? Shift. There we go. 5 for 100, 9 for a quarter, 6 for 30. And here's where I was, right? And I'm like, okay, we're at paycheck. Let's duck out, right? Maybe I should reset the bankroll here. Can I do it in mid-roll? I can. Okay, let's duck out of here. Let's get everything out. Actually, we need to rebuy for minus 605. Let's do that. Rebuy, minus 605. Minus 605, which is what's out there, right? Yeah, minus. Okay, so here we are. We're at the same spot we were before, okay? What I'm gonna do now is pull all the, oh God, stop. I'm gonna pull all the bets down. And I'm gonna go out there at 160 across. So I thought, let's pull everything down, right? Let's go out there at 160 across. And we'll also hedge the 8. This is option 2 for me. Like, okay, we'll call it, right? We got profit. We're gonna lock the 8 in, and now we're gonna go 160 across. And what happens when you're here at 160 across now? What do you do now, right? If I just play those rolls half press style, which is what I was thinking about doing, how would that have changed our lives, right? We would have locked in our profit. We would have locked ourselves in, which we're locked in right now. We're locked into that same $30 profit I had before, okay? Let's go ahead and play it out. Let's get the 6 in there. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to reset the bankroll and then do this. I need to do, am I right? Bankroll is 5,000? Yeah, we're right, we're right. Is that right? Yeah, we're, no. No, we're okay. We're okay. 160 across. Let's look at that. Look what could happen here. The 6 would have hit. I don't think I set this up right, but come on. Actually, I am incorrect. Let me get this. Let me get the bankroll. Sorry, guys. I want to make sure I give a proper example because the last one, the numbers are right. Let's take them all down, and we would have been out here at 4,700. How do I make this right? I gotta knock the 8 down, or I hit a 7. Sorry, I screwed this up. 437. Let's do it. I want to make sure that we're correct in what we're doing here. So let's get the bankroll back to 5,000, and we'll start from here. $5,000 bankroll. $5,000. Okay. Come on. Oh my God, Crapsy, what are you doing? Rebuy. There we go. Oh my goodness gracious. Why is it doing that? There we go. All right, now we're gonna go with the don't pass. I'm gonna, for frick's sake. 1, 2, 3. This is not easy to do, like in the moment here. So let's go with a 448. That's the point. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna get the bets back out there as they were. 75 here, 75 here, 25 there, 30 here, and 100 here. This is where I was. And I went, okay, let's 270 the 8. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And pull everything else down. We're gonna make the 4 look like a quarter. Make the 5 look like a quarter. Make the 10 look like a quarter. And basically regress ourselves down to 160 across. That was my plan. Hedge off the 8, go 160 across, and play it out half press style. And let's look at the difference here. Okay, so again, we get the 6, and we'll play the 6 out. I know this is going slow, so I apologize, but let's do a 426. This might have been better shown to the table, my actual table. But the 6 is going to go to 48. The 9 is going to roll 3 times. So 3 9s, we're going to half press the 9s every time instead of going crazy. 5, 4, 9. There it is. We're going to go up by half. So roughly 40 bucks. We're going to roll another 9. Man, get faster. 5, 4, 9. This is such a drag. All right, it pays 56. We're going to go up by 25 bucks with it. One more 9 is going to roll. A 5 and a 4. And again, we're going to half press that 9. The 65. It pays 91 bucks. We're going to give it, I'm going to give it another 40. We'll go to 100 with it. Basically half pressing it. And then we get a 4, which will half press again. 314. Place my bets, make it a quarter. We get what? 2 6s, which is great. Half press them both. 336. I'll go from 48 to 60 here. Actually, we'll go to 66. 4, 5, 6. Another 6 happens. We'll do one more half press on the 6, and then we'll hit that 10. 4, 2 this time. Make it like that. That pays 77, and we'll make the 6. I'll press it by about 35. Oh, we'll go to 90 with it. 90. Well, we'll go to 90. Let's go to 102. We'll go to 102. Nice even number. All right. Then we get a 10. And then we're going to 7 out. And watch, I want you to look at the bankroll here when I 7 out. 6, 4, 10. We're going to make the 10 look like 50. We're going to half press it up, and then the 7 comes. Okay, we're going to, again, the 7 is a winner for us on that 8, but all the rest of the bets are going to come down. 5, 2, 7. Now check this out. This is interesting. This is the woulda, coulda, shoulda part that I think is cool. But we started at $500 or even 5K right here. Look at the bankroll now. When I bring this all back, okay, if I reduce down and I half press and let the thing happen, we win $150. If I just pull it all down, like I did the first, like I actually did, I won $30. If I leave it out there and let the strategy, capitalize on what it should capitalize, we won $600. It's interesting, I think. And I'm going to go back over here again. Let's get this out of the way. Skill says, what did we learn? We learned that I'm a very slow typer is what we learned, right? We learned that it's hard to run Crapsy in the moment like that, right? But here's the thing. The regret, when I pulled it all back and was super disciplined, I saved money and I locked in my profit. Paycheck guy, right? If I just went, okay, regress, take a beat, regress down and go across, we locked up our $500 and we made an extra, it turns out to be an extra $120 by half pressing, right? That gave us a little bit of extra juice. In 1, 2, 3, 4, in 8 rolls, we made $150 by half pressing. Half pressing is great, but it's not great until the bets are big. That's when it becomes more powerful. If we let the strategy just run, just say, you know what? Be mechanical about it. Leave your don't. Leave the number uncovered. Let the numbers play out as they're going to play out, right? Sometimes you're going to whack that point. Sometimes you're going to catch the 7. In that case, we won $600. What is the lesson? I don't know there's a lesson because I've only done it one time. But I think it's interesting to look at what can happen to you if you decide to just cut tail and run, leave your bets out there and let the thing do what it's going to do, or be the other smart guy and regress down. There's 3 pathways there, right? 2 of those pathways led to paycheck style wins. One of those pathways earned you an extra $500 to replenish your accounts with, which I think is interesting. So anyway, for whatever, take from that what you will. Okay, let's move ahead. I was thinking about that this morning when I was out there, going, man, I could have played this like 4 different ways. Let's look at the ways. Unfortunately, Crapsy is not very fast, and it becomes a slow demo. All right, here we go. Friday night, King of the Mountain Galenar is going to play Dr. S. I reached out to him yesterday, didn't hear back yet, so I'm going to try him again today. We're going to start a new schedule on these shows July 1st. And I don't know that I love this yet, but here's what's going to happen. Coffee and Crafts will come at 7 o'clock in the morning, my time. Paycheck after that at 8 o'clock, so that we can run the paycheck longer. The only bad thing about that is that you lose opportunity like today and yesterday, where the paycheck gives you a great series of rolls that I can come right in here and talk about. I like the instant trip report that we get from the paycheck series on this show. I don't like it running long, and it's going to run long some days. So I think we're going to have to switch those things out. Let's see. The daily wager from Dice DGen, 9 o'clock every day Pacific time. Friday night fights every Friday at 6. The envelope series from Ken Knows Gambling is going to move to this channel in July. I'm working with him on getting a better camera set up and a way to stream it where it's easy, push button, easy for him to run it. That's going to move here. So you'll have Ken live on Thursdays here doing his paycheck show. So we'll have my paycheck every day, Ken's paycheck once a week. Same concept, 2 different approaches to it, really. And I'm looking at the Craps League starting probably Saturday mornings, I'm thinking. There's no good night for it, right? We could do Monday night, but you think about Monday Night Football, Sunday's football, Saturday morning, you're still running into some college football, but you can't help it. the rest of the week, there's something every night. So I think we're gonna do it. Duracell says hard stop the paycheck. Yeah. The question is, would I do that in a casino? Would I hard stop it in a casino? Maybe not. Maybe not. I'm really torn on this one. This is the thing that's tearing my life apart right now. Do I paycheck before the crap show, or switch them up? I like having the paycheck as my wake up. I like coming in here and talking about it, but I don't want to run the risk of being out there until 8:10 or 10 past or whatever. A hard stop is not realistic because I wouldn't do it. If I have the bankroll, I'm still playing it out. I'm going to have to make it work. So I don't know. I have to think about that some more. But that's my tentative plan is this. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like the hard stop. In a casino, I wouldn't do a hard stop necessarily. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm still torn, but that's right now my go forward plan unless I can be convinced otherwise. So the other thing to announce is this. We've got some events and meetups coming, and I'm going to talk to you about the ones that I'm doing and going to. Okay. DiceCon, Jeremy from Color Up. DiceCon is in Vegas, June 18th to the 20th. The week before that, by the way, I know is the Ed Robinson Brownwater Bash. I think it's the weekend before that, the 11th. I can't go to that. That's why I didn't put it on here. I would love to go to it, but you know, I can only do so much. Like my bankroll is not unlimited. So I can't fly to Biloxi and then fly to Vegas like a week later. You know, I can't take the risk of losing bankroll before DiceCon, and I've already got a ticket spot for this. So I can't go to the Brownwater Bash this year, unfortunately. But there's going to be a Pacific Northwest meetup. We've been talking about this. We got it locked in, halfway locked in, but the dates are here. September 13th to 15th here in Seattle. We've got, we already have confirmation from one of our local casinos. Probably the most beautiful place you'll ever play in your life. It's fantastic. So call me Casino, go look it up. I put a poll out there in the Discord, by the way. It's beautiful. It's on the falls. It's fantastic. $5 tables out there. We've got a locked up private table with them. They're going to accommodate us with at least one table. Everybody else can mill around to the other tables, but that's going to be that. We're going to go over to my house. We can play in my garage. We can warm up out there. We'll get some barbecue. We'll get some pizza. September in the Northwest here, 70 degrees and sunny. It's going to be beautiful. We might have a little, what they call like an Indian summer where it gets in the 85 range, but it probably won't be any hotter than 85 and it won't be any colder than 70. It's perfect, beautiful, awesome weather. So we'll see you out here that weekend, September 15th weekend. There's also the Mariners are playing the Dodgers here in Seattle that weekend. So we're going to try and arrange, if we can do it, a group pack and go to the Mariners game. That'd be kind of fun. We also were thinking about doing like maybe a hike or something, going out to see Mount Rainier. If you never get a chance to see a volcano, a snow-covered volcano in the summertime in person, it's a must drive. It's an hour drive. It's super worth it. So come on out here. Let's see it. The other thing is Craps for the Cure. I talked to David from Casino Quest yesterday. We are in the midst of locking in the date, but it looks like November 11th to 13th at Casino Quest at the mall. The charity this year is going to be raising money for an outfit that trains service animals for veterans with PTSD. It's going to go directly to veterans. No government agency in between it. No other bullshit. It's going literally right to the hands of vets. So that's going to be that's the plan. Those are my 3 meetups that are coming up. I have other travel plans that I'll be flying around, but as they come, I'll let you know. These are the big ones that I'm planning for. Like big bankroll, right? DiceCon, big bankroll. My hometown, big bankroll. Again, we're going to have 2 casinos here. One, the Snoqualmie one. The other one's going to be Tulalip. That's my home casino. So get on out here. Mount St. Helens is cool, but half of it's gone, Skill. Half of that mountain is gone. Rainier is awesome. And actually from where we are, from Tulalip, you can see Baker. And from Snoqualmie, you can see Rainier. And it's such a great, it's you know, political craziness aside, Seattle's a great area. So you got to get up in here if you can. So that's it. Oh, good. Nemo's coming. Good. We'll see you in Vegas. It's awesome, dude. That's fantastic. What else is going on? What else is in the chats? All right. Let's see. What else I want to talk to you about? We should talk about some trend betting, right? We should get back into not that, our regular stuff. Oh, by the way, Waylon says, and thanks, Waylon. He said, love the daily paycheck. This is the most important point that you've made. right? The paycheck is great because it highlights good and bad. It really shines a spotlight on the ugly. I think today we learned something too in the after show. I think the Dallas drawdown with the don't pass, that is a stout little strategy right there. So that's one hit and the 7 covers you. I think we're in good shape there. Okay, let's get back to the trending. The trending betting thing. We talked yesterday about streak betting on the line because the line is like, it's a quick decision, right? It's 50-50. It's easy to look at streak betting in terms of heads and tails or baccarat or line betting or black and red on roulette. Those are the obvious, easy one-off streaks that we can do. Today, I want to talk about the place better view of streak betting or of trend betting what's coming, okay? And again, I remind you to know why you're playing. Are you paychecking? Are you looking for big money, right? The streak better is looking for big money. Most of the time, if you're betting trends, you're looking for the disposable income. The trend better also will get good comps because they're putting more money out there, right? When you're betting on the trend, like I do with the line, sometimes you've got 6 units out there or 8 units or 10 units out there based on whatever your trend you're seeing is. That's a great comp builder. It really is. And when those trends hit, the disposable income is great. For me, when the trend hits, it's my paycheck and I'm typically out, right? You can use it for both. But I think a trend better is really looking eyes on the prize as a big prize. That's kind of what I think the trend better is kind of playing for. So here we are. The field guy, hitting trends, hitting streaks, controlled throwers, right? Trying to create a trend, trying to create a streak, trying to create variance. That's the Ed Robinson shtick, right? If I'm hitting 5s, I'm betting 5s. If I'm hitting 4s, I'm betting 4s. That's Ed, right? Ed doesn't have a strategy. Ed's strategy is roll like a boss and bet what I'm rolling today. He's not going to change his set. Typically, he's going to say, okay, the pocket I'm in today is 4s and 5s. That's where my money's going. That's a trend better. That is a streak better. That's a guy that's creating the streak on his own, right? That's what we're doing today. And again, don't need a lot of bankroll for that, right? This is one of those things where if you're going to bet the box that way, you don't need a ton of bankroll to ease into it and see what's coming. So we're going to do today a little bit of what Ed starts with. And you'll see that if we catch a little run in here, it's going to be a nice thing. But you're going to follow the dice and really put the money where the dice are telling you to. And I think that's an important piece of it. So, and with that said, here we go. Are trends real? I asked this in the beginning of the show. Trends are not real. There's no trending unless you're forcing it with your throw. The dice do what they do, but you'll find that you'll get common results in small doses. You're going to get 8 box numbers like I had today in a small dose, right? That's a streak. That's a streak in the box. Hit it hard. If you hit it hard, you can win big. And that's, I think, what the trend better is looking for. So with that said, I want to go to my table. I want to go to my table and roll a little bit. I'm going to turn the light on and let's pull, there it is. Let's pull a little bit of simplicity back out of the box. Okay. Let me come up here and we're going to do kind of a regular size little bankroll here. Let's pull this up front. And what I got up in here is $600. There's 6 black chips. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and make ourselves the shooter. We're going to go ahead and take that. We're going to get, let's get $50 in both colors. Let's put $10 on the pass line because we're going to be the shooter. And we're going to come up here with a small 6 and 8 and let the dice put our bets where they want to be and start beating them. Okay. We're going to start pressing those things. What's coming? And I think it'll be interesting to take a look at this in terms of come betting as well. So there's the 9 is the point. Let's just grab the 6 and 8 for $18 each. Okay, there's 18. Let's get this. We'll get $4 and change. And that's Ed, right? This is the Ed Robinson kind of way. Let's get it. Let's get our pass line, right? Let's maybe drop some odds back there. I'll get 25. We'll just do $10 in odds and make it nice and easy. Okay, there's our different colored chips, and here we go. Right? If you're creating the variant, if you're creating yourself a little trend here, you've got 3 numbers that are covered. These can help you find other things to play. These may be all you need. because you're rolling them. These may actually put your money somewhere else, okay? Let's go ahead and just let the 6 and 8 run the day. There's a 3, 3, 6. Now, it's gonna pay 21 bucks. Here's the trend better mentality here, right? Is there a reason to bet the sister? I do, you know me, right? I do the sissy press. I like to bet the 6 and 8 together because they do kind of run together, right? You can decide, no. If the dice are telling you the 6 is what's coming, right? Put your money on the 6. If anything, put the money on the 6. What you might do is you might half press it, you may full press it. You may just go $18 more on that 6 and make it look like 36 bucks. Let's just go to 36 with it right away, right? Bump that thing right up. Don't waste your time with it, right? We'll go to $36. We'll rack a little bit here, right? Take a little bit home, but let's get that thing pumped up because it's what came. It's what came, not that, right? Taking the money off the 6 and moving it to grab other numbers is a way that a lot of us do it. The squeeze play does that. I'm guilty of doing that sometimes because I want to get more targets. But what's really more important, I think, and what a trend better would tell you, or a streak better, or a controlled shooter is saying, I'm going to put the money where the dice are going. And I'm going to try and hit harder where I'm rolling, okay? So this guy here got 2 box numbers. There's a 5. So we get nothing out of the 5, okay? Nothing out of the 5. If I see another 5, though, I may move. I may move money. We may pick it up. We may pick it up. There's a 4. Mentally, what are you doing? Mentally, you're saying, well, we got 1, 1, and 1. I'm not seeing anything yet. Not seeing anything repeating yet. 8. Sweet. Same thing at the 8 with the 6. 21 bucks. We're going to go to $35, $36 and bring our change back. I'm a nickel short my 6. There we go. 36 bucks on both of them. Right there it is. Roll what's coming. We're going to press what's coming. I'm not going to pick anything up until I start seeing it. Right there's a 9. Beautiful. Hit our point. What a good shooter, right? 1 there. 3 in the back for the 2. Booyah. Booyah. And then we're pressed up in here. Okay, I'm going to mark the 9 too as well so I know. We've rolled now 2 9s. Okay, the dice have given me 2 9s, which is interesting. Puck's off, bets are off. Let's go. 6 again. Okay, 6 again. It's our second 6. There's the point. This can come down. And because it's what I'm throwing, right, we're going to go back here with maybe all of it, right? I can put, I can put 30 bucks back here if I want to. I mean, it doesn't matter. Let's do, I guess we can do 5 times odds, right? We're going to go here. I'm going to put the whole thing back there. We're going to go ahead and hammer that 6 because I'm rolling it. I've rolled 2 of them, okay? The 9, I've rolled 2 9s. That to me is worth bringing money out of the rack and going to it, right? Now we're going to, again, let the money go where the dice are going and be aggressive on those bets. If we happen to hit one, we happen to hit a 5, we're going to go all the way to a quarter with it. I'm not going to fuck around, right? We're going to start low and let it declare itself. 4 hard. Okay, there it is. There's a second 4. Second 4. Do I jump on the 4 now? Is it time? Right? Maybe the next hit, we can grab it. But the dice, again, the dice are giving you information. I think you can use your rack a little bit too to do those same chip movements there. And here, again, the 8, right? 5, 3, 8, 36. There's 42 bucks. That's fantastic, right? Maybe we'll do a little bit of a half press here. Let's make sure we collect something out of this. And let's make it look like 60. And bring some money back. And here, by the way, when I make that move, there's the 18 bucks that we started with. That 8's 100% paid for in the rack, actually, right? It's come back. The 9 up here paid for itself when it got hit down here. Okay, so we're upside down on the 6 a little bit. Not worried about that. 5. Okay, there it is. The 5 has now been hit twice. So the 5 and 4 both got whacked twice with no money on them. Is it time to go out there? Right? Is it time to go out there and say, yeah, let's grab them? We're seeing it now. Now is the time to get these two covered up. We brought money back from the 8 earlier, right? Maybe we earn it. Maybe the numbers have to earn their money. 3. Give me a 6. Give me a 6, dice. Ooh, another 8. Ha. Look at that. That's going to be our third 8. I didn't mark the last one. Third 8, 60 pays $70. Right? What am I doing with this? I'm going to press it. I'm going to go to 120 with it because that 8 is coming. There's no reason right now not to. Okay? This $15 or that $10 over there, right? Can we pump it over here to the 4 and 5? We can. They've earned the right to get more money on them. Here we go. Now, one thing to recognize, this aggressive way of play, we started out with what? With $100, right? We don't have $100 in our rack. We have a lot of money out here because we're playing the trends. But look at what we've turned that into: 50, 60, 120. That's 180, 190, and 30. So 220. We have 220 in action from the initial $100 just by following and being aggressive with what the dice are giving us. Not so much doing some fancy move or moving shit around. There's the 426. That's awesome, right? We're gonna get paid. I'm gonna get paid $60 down there. I need some reds. 60 there, 10 there, and now if I do what I would do, there's 100. Pay me in black, and there's my $600. There's locked profit. There's locked profit. Let's mark that 6 up, right? That 6 is not the next point. Guess what? We're going to hammer that son of a bitch. 3 times we've rolled a 6. We're going to get right back onto it. 6 is the next point. Look at that. Booyah, right? Right back out there. I'm going to put $50 right back on it. There's 50. Max odds that son of a gun. Look at that. I think it's our 4th 6. I think it's our 4th one. So the 6 is trending hot, and we're going to put money on it. I can't go any higher than this because of the table limit, but there it is. There it is. And there's the big bad wolf. It comes. Again, I'm throwing random over here so you get what you get. But that's opportunity, right? We started out here with literally $18, $36 here, and $10 here. Actually, whatever, another $15 behind it. 25 here and 36 here. But that was our whole spread, right? We got our money back. We have all this opportunity, and we have some locked, not a lot, but we have some locked profit. That is the way that you hammer a roll if all you care about is saying, hey, what's coming? Where should my money go? My money should go, and look at that roll, by the way. Look at the roll. Not bad for Random Randy here first thing in the morning, right? There's 5, 10, 13 hits, right? Not bad, not bad. If we pulled the money back, right? Had we pulled that money we had out there down, where would we have been? We had that black, we had 120 here, we had the 60 on the pass line, and we had another, whatever, 120, 150, 175, 200, yeah, $220. That's a pretty stout little deal by only putting money on what's coming, by not putting money spreading out to things that aren't hitting. Now, we did get the 4 and 5 later because they did hit the second time. They earned my money. That's how I looked at that. The ones that were hitting, we pressed them as hard as we could, right? Hard as we could. Let's do another one, another example of that. And this is going to be more of a VDC thing where I'm going to give you another pressing kind of algorithm. Let's go 64 across this time. And here, same thing. We're going to go across. We're going to ignore the pass line. Let's take this $100 and get ourselves our 36 bucks back. 35, $36. Okay. Let's do the white, white, red. If we can get it. Let's play white, white, red on these numbers, and I'll show you how you put in your rack. So we're gonna go, there's a 8. I'm gonna take this money here. Check this out. We're gonna go there's the 4. We'll do 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, and the 4. I'm going to put reds beneath them all. Again, this is a way to really hammer the numbers that are coming. I'm going to show you what Richard sometimes does. This is a really cool, if you can catch a run, and I may force one so you can see the pattern here, because I can't guarantee I'm going to do that again. But let's get a number to roll 3 times, okay? And I'll show you how you work your chips. This is, again, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4 are what those represent. 7, okay, whatever. I'm not going to replace from the bank. I'm just going to reset the board here and show you this pattern. This white, white, red is a cool pattern if you're rolling numbers. There's a 5. Let's go. Let's catch some repeating numbers here if we can. Oh, come on, John. That 18 roller from before is coming back to haunt me now. New point coming, maybe. It's back to the 5. Okay, back to the 5. That's twice now we've lost $64. We can actually note that here. I owe myself $64 twice. Come on, give me an actual number. 8. Cool. So what you do here is this. The 8 pays $14. Let's get some whites. And it's a full press. It's a full press. So we're going to go take 12 of that and go to 24 with it. I'm not going to power press. We're just going to go to 24. Take the $2 in. Now the 8, again, it's 10, 9, 8. We move a white chip to the back side. It's a full press. When you're seeing white chips, it's a full press. That's what a white chip means, a full press to you. Let's get another 8, hopefully. There's a midnight. That don't matter. Aces don't matter. Look at that. We flipped the dice, right? There's a 10. Okay, cool. The 10, same deal. Watch this. 10's going to pay $18. Right? We're going to make it look like a quarter. Rack the 3. And on 10, put the white chip in back. I'm just going to full press. When you're seeing white, you're full pressing. That's the secret here, right? Aces again? Really? How about something a little bit different? Give me a repeater on something. There's a 9. Okay, the 9's going to hit once. This is going to be frustrating, by the way. It's going to pay 15 for 1, and it looks like a quarter. Full press on the 9. Flip the bit. Still looking at white chips, so we're still going to be pressing. This is all in. This is all in on that great shooter. There's an 8. Sweet. 24 pays $28, right? We're going to full press it. How far can we press it? 25, 35, 45, $48. Goes to 48. That comes into the rack. Now watch this. The 8 now shows you a red chip, which means you collect the next one. Okay, white, white, press, press, red, collect. Hammer the number that's coming, and your collection schedule is regularized. Normalized, whateverized, 639, $35. It's a full press. The 9 is now showing you a red chip. The 9 now, if it rolls again, gets collected. And again, we're pressing hard the numbers that are coming. Nothing into the rack yet. The rack has got nothing in it. We put $64 out there. We've collected nothing. We've pressed a bunch and brought nothing back. This is a very dangerous way, but it is a way. There's the 7, unfortunately. This is a way to destroy a table when it's a good shooter, right? I want to pretend, so we got to stop our show. Let's pretend that was an 8. Just want to show you what you would do. On the 8, right? 48 is going to pay the $56. That's a collect. It would come back to your rack. Now that $56 effectively covers your 64 across. It's damn close to it. You're kind of out of the hand here once one of these things, once one of the reds now goes back to white. You could have put that back in our rack. We're basically out of the hand. And now the 8 gets pressed 2 more times. Let's pretend we have 2 more 8s or 3 more 8s coming, right? Let's just play the 8 out, okay? $56 again, right? We go all the way up. There's 75, there's 90. We can go to 102 with it. I'm just going to keep it at 90 just to keep the bet size easy. 102 is fine. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go to 102. Who cares? 102. 102. Press it all the way up. Put that back in the rack. Now, again, move the white under. What does 102 pay? 102 pays, well, 90 pays 105, and the 12 pays 14, right? So it's 119. We can say 120 for 1. Move it. Now it's going to be collected. And check this out. Look how the 8 is going to be now. 220, right? I would probably power press that up maybe and go to 240 with it. You could go to 210. Might be a better bet there. Just make it look like 210. And now you're on a collect. Now you're on a collect. See how that works out? That's pretty cool. So the 210, you know, that's pretty jamming right there. I kind of dig that, right? So 180 pays 210, right? 30 pays 35, 245 coming back, 225, 245, 225, 45, right? Now look where you are. So that's the idea of the white, white, red. Hammer, 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 what's coming? Press, press, collect, press, press, collect. Use your chips to help you out. And again, you're not spreading it around. You're not taking the 8 and getting everything else. You're not picking up extra numbers. You're just hitting what's coming. And if you get into a string of 8s, right, you're up here, your next hit at that same level puts me at table max in my local casino, right? So the next one, I'm at 450, and that's as high as I can go, right? Cool stuff. I think if you're a good shooter and you're creating your own variant and you hammer what's coming versus spreading it out and never regressing, that's the home run. That's the home run style of streak betting, where you're betting the hot number, and that's basically it. So there it is. Max out your ATM visit. Yeah, for sure, right? This is for sure, Waylon. Let me turn the light on. This is no strategy for the meek, right? This is a strategy. Yeah, you can, but look, if you're doing that, right, and you get like we got in AC, right? We had 2 in a row. We had one day where we had probably a 50 roller. The next day, another 50 roller. If you're getting 35 box hits and you're having, in my case, the 9 on the one table, the 9 hit 11 times or something like that, right? Think about how high those bets get when you're doing it this way here. That's all in, right? What are you in for? 64 bucks. You need one number to hit 3 times and you're out of the hand. It isn't like you're asking for a miracle. You're asking for an exceptional roll, but not a miracle roll. And again, guys that play this way are the guys that make the big money. I'm going to make 500 bucks a day or 100 bucks a day, right? The way that I play, I'm not typically going to make 6, 7K on a roll like that, like some guys will. Remember, go back to what I said before. This is the most important point I can make, and I make it every freaking day. It's who are you? What are you here for, right? I'm here for my consistent win. I'm not here, typically speaking, to hit home runs all the time. Sometimes I do. So I don't play that way. Waylon doesn't play that way, right? That's not in your wheelhouse to do that. JB would play that way. VDC plays that way. I'm sure Ed plays those ways, right? He's looking to roll and make a fortune on his rolls. So you're going to put 64 at risk for the chance to win 600, 700. That's how you turn 64 into 600, right? I turn 64 into 150 most of the time. Guys that bet that way are turning 64 into 500 or 600, right? That is the mindset. That's this whole thing I've been talking about, is like, who are you? Who are you as a player? What's your mindset going into it? If you're willing to burn 64 to win 1,000, and you're willing to burn the 64 8 times to get there, and you're going to bet that way, when that roll comes, you're going to make more money than me. I will probably be out of the casino on the 3rd shooter. You're going to be there for 10 shooters, right? Very, very different mindset. And again, you don't have to agree with that way of playing or enjoy that way of playing or whatever, because on this chart of who are you, you're somewhere else in the chart. You're not in the aggressive bucket. You're not maybe in the bankroll hammer bucket where you've got 5K and you can roll $64 across, 87 times. waiting for the 55 roller to come and turn that 64 into an extra 10. That's not you. It's not James. That ain't James Newberry, right? That ain't John Kokas. We don't play that way, right? I play that way when I had profit, sure, once or twice, but I'm not going out there the whole thing, right? That's why this is a controversial week. That's why this whole topic matter of streak betting, trend betting, super aggressive play, pressing the shit out of the number that's rolling, it's controversial because some of you are going, oh my God, I could never do that. Like, that's crazy. Waylon's saying, you're going to burn your bankroll by doing this, right? Skill's saying, come on, there's no way. Right? Again, who are you? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to other guys. I'm talking to guys that do want to tickle that aggressive gene. Guys that do have a little bit of bankroll want to hammer it. That's what this discussion's for. It's not for you. Make sense, everybody? Hope that makes sense. Yeah, Waylon, you're me. Waylon, me, and Ken and Skill, we're all the same, right? Get your money, get the hell out of there, right? Not everybody has that mentality. If you're gonna have a mentality of I want to hit what's happening, that's how you do it. White, white, red is a great way to hit what's happening, right? Inside and hammer, hammer, hammer like Ed, and not even go to the outside. If they aren't rolling, don't put your money out there. That's the Ed way. Makes sense if you're rolling those numbers. So anyway, think about all that. You don't have to agree with me, right? Put yourself in the right bucket. Put yourself in your bucket. That to me is the answer here. So hope that messaging makes sense as it comes through. So let me go through and check some quick questions and comments and make sure that we're, I think I'm a little over time, but that's okay. Why full press? Yes, of course it's risky. Of course it's risky. That's the whole point, Skill. When you're hitting what's coming, you're full pressing on a schedule. Okay. Some people will full press until color change, like full press, go from 18 to 36 to 90, get a black chip, and they won't collect until the color changes. And you go from the black chip level, you won't see another collection until 500. Some people play it that way. The white, white, red is a rhythm, right? Press, full press, collect it all. Full press, collect it all. There's rhythm in that, right? Your brain can't process that, and that's totally cool. JR, half pressing is optimal. Half pressing works really good, by the way, the higher the bets. What I've discovered in my WinCraps trials, and you should know this, the Philly special is the best way to get your bets high quickly and relatively safely. The double tapping of the numbers that I do on that thing, it escalates money in your rack and escalates your bets high. Once you get the bets to black level, half press. Half pressing sucks until you're at black. It's not good. Bringing back 12, 12, 12 is not great when you're at green level. If you Philly press the bets early, aggressive to black, half pressing is where it's at, man. Half pressing from black level forward, it's the best way to play. When you put in WinCraps, you're like, oh my God, that's like on a 50 plus roller, half pressing is the best. It's the best way to conservatively get your bets up there and stay consistent. But you got to be at black. That's what I've learned. I've learned that early on, half pressing is actually harmful until you get the bets high, and it's a thing. So there's that. Anybody else yelling at me in chat here? Let's see. Left for work during an 8. That was my boss telling me I have to go. That was you're funny. We're talking about the paycheck on a timer, right? I had to do that. That was the worst. That was like, I didn't want to leave that day, but yeah, meetings. Now my day is better, right? I don't go to work till noon now, so I have another 3 hours. All right, there it is, guys. I am out of here. There it is, Waylon, right? Pressing to the moon on a 50 roller makes a fortune, not your game. My game, like yours and like Skills, I like to get even quick, right? Take another hit or two to get up, and I'll lock in extra profit, and that's when I go. I go from a solid spot. I'm okay with being 5 or 6 rolls behind the table, right? Some guys aren't. The white, white, red people are not about that. They're about gas pedal. All right, let's get out of here. It's 10 past. I got to go. So that's it. I think my final thought is thank you. Thank you. Long show today. Bear with me on the beginning part. I really wanted to show the thing in Crapsy, the woulda, coulda, shoulda, I think is important. And it leads us right to here. What should we have done? Locked up the paycheck, smart move, right? regress and keep going for a little while, also a smart move, right? Extra $100 if you do that. If you pedal to the metal, we risked, losing $300, but we also made 600, right? Had we lost that pedal to the metal try that we did today, it would have worked out for us. But had I 7'd out earlier in that run, we had been, had to chase $200 again. So play it your way. Know who you are as a player, and that's it. God bless y'all. I'll see you in the morning. Thanks again. Bye.